Farm Credit of Western Kansas presents Open Spaces Sports Shorts with Rich Epp.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about this team. Colby now has been to the playoffs 4 consecutive years. You're looking to make it number 5 this year, and you're coming back, as you just said, with a senior-laden team with a lot of experience, good skilled players. You've got to be pretty happy.
Yeah, we turn a very experienced line, too. It's hard to replace a kid as great as Sean Rawl, but we have another senior ready, had a great summer, worked hard, come in and fill his shoes. The line should be tough and physical, and then our backfield hopefully can hit those holes and do like we did last year.
If you had to assess this team, what do you think your strength will be?
Right now it's speed. We're pretty fast all throughout the field. We even have pretty fast linemen, so I think that'll help us special teams get down the field for coverage, and then hopefully open up the field from the pass game.
You know, you lost a pretty good quarterback last year in Hart, and the rumor has it that Shippers, who is probably as all-around a good athlete as Colby has seen in many a year, is going to step into that role. Can you confirm that? And is that, in fact, the plan at this time anyway?
He is taking reps at quarterback, but we've had a lot of guys have good summers that are in that position, so it's still a battle. Nobody has a job yet, even Jordan Shippers. So they'll show up. We have Thane Wilderman, Ryan Myers. We have a freshman that might compete there, a Voss. So it's still up for grabs.
Again, I mentioned earlier, you mentioned, of course, that you've got an experienced line coming back. One that's not only big, but also quick and physical. Some guys that were really solid. But let's talk about the skill players a little bit. A Stapp and a Rosales, and then you got Branham. I mean, you could just go on and on and on. Carter Stanley. You've got a lot of options, don't you?
Yeah, we can make a defense worry about a lot of different people, which is a great problem to have. We can spread the field on you. You want to just key on Jordan. Calvin's going to hurt you. Or,
vice versa,
or Tucker, or Metcalf, even one you didn't mention, also very fast. There's plenty of guys out there that can make you. There's Rosales.
What about special teams? They can be critical and big in big-time games.
Yeah.
What's the kicking game going to look like? What's the special teams going to look like?
It'll be similar to last year. We're going to try to get those younger guys in that are ready to play. Like I said, look real fast at camp. So if they're still that fast when the pads come on, play that physical against our varsity, maybe that's a good time to give those older guys a break. If not, play some Ironman football.
What's the confidence level like on this team? Last year, again, to the playoffs, like we said, and got beat by the state champions. They've been state champs, 2 out of the last 3 years, I think, from our conference. What's the confidence level of our kids?
That's hard to tell just from camp. We don't go against anyone at camp that's in our league, so I think they're pretty excited as well as I am. They know there's a chance to have great things happen. They put in the time over the summer in the weight room. We're pretty confident right now. We know we have a tough league schedules every year, tough district schedules, but they're pretty excited.
Well, let me ask you this. You've had to adjust, like has every coach that I've talked to in this preseason interview thing. One practice a day for 5 days, limited to 3 hours. How have you and the coaching staff prepared and to approach this?
Well, the one thing we did, we moved the night practice back a little bit. Hopefully it's cooler because in the past, our morning was just running. It was just for conditioning so that we didn't have to double that up with the night practice. So for us, the biggest deal will be making sure we're staying hydrated enough to condition at the end of the main practice this week.
Now, I know that kids have been working out on their own, really, basically, and trying to prepare for the season. They've been in the weight room all summer. You kind of expect these kids to come in here somewhat in shape, don't you?
Yeah. They've had a really good summer, like I said. There's a difference between wanting something and deserving it, and they deserve it this time around. They've worked their tails off. They put in the extra time everyone else puts in. We're ready to compete.
Got some new faces on the coaching staff, too. Tell us about that a little bit.
We lost Ed Smith, who's a really good coach, been here for a long time, helped us out with the wide receivers. Did a great job with the D-line last year, got an all-league player. He's done a tremendous job for Colby FB football for a long time. He moved, so we filled his position with Todd Kane. good young guy, a lot of enthusiasm. Originally from Colby, you might recognize the name. He's going to help us a lot too. He brings the energy. He'll be ready to help us.
All right. Well, listen, you open up the season against the Ulysses Tigers. You've talked about that schedule a little bit. A couple of new opponents on the schedule, Beloit and Russell this year as well. As you look across the board on those teams that you're going to play, your thoughts in general about those teams?
Well, every game's a big game. It's league or district every week. There's no bye week. There's no down week. There's no, this is an easy spot on the schedule. Maybe we get some rest. Every opponent's a quality opponent. So we're going to have to strap in every week. I like that because it can bring that mentality from day one all the way through the season.
You have a lot of depth, which means, of course, if you had a little bit of an injury, and nobody wants injuries, but you've got some depth, that must make you feel comfortable.
I feel better about the depth this year, of course. I'm hoping I don't have to use any of it other than just somebody needs a water break. And we do it go that way instead of injury. Kid needs a water break, so he gets to come out for a while. So hopefully that's the only reason we need our depth. I hope nobody gets injured on any team.
I need a water break once in a while. I need to find somebody that can help me out a little bit. Maybe Carter Stanley seems to be a pretty good broadcaster.
Yeah, I need to have him bring some up to the booth for
you. You can't take him out of the lineup that long. Well, listen, good luck to you. I'm looking forward to the season. I know you are as well. We'll be following you on Open Spaces Sports throughout the year, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Coach McKinney joining us, head football coach of the Colby Eagles, brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Kansas. Many businesses throughout the Colby area. Rich F on OpenSpacesSports.com.